Um,
But can the plan be, for example, you have an app and a hot chocolate, you should still want the chocolate bar to the house one, but just using how much you still want this as opposed
Leon's working station.
I've got to be careful with my words. It must be a senior moment because I've been telling some groups it's Sir George Clooney. I don't know where that's from. The character in the bottom panel of the D still represents the film. Now it's a bit. The two flags are there are probably where the raising of the Black Watch, 42nd Highlands Regiment.
You're gonna back and forth?